Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to the season. This day, I have my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2023. So, of course, this list isn't definitive yet, but knowing the movies that are supposed to be coming out this year, no delays, anything like that, these are my 10 most favorites. I'm going to have some honorable mentions as well. But yeah, just the movies I'm most looking forward to see. No way am I trying to say these are going to be the best movies of 2023. It's just the ones I am most looking forward to. So, yes, without further ado, let me get into my list with number 10 here. So I love Blue Beetle, and I'm so happy that he's going to be getting the absolute love that he deserves. Everything from the set photos that we've seen look great so far. I love the first like teaser poster, and I love the costume that they have. It looks so comic accurate and absolutely awesome. And then once they can have those CGI effects and lighting and whatnot, I'm certain it's going to look absolutely awesome. Still a little nervous around the whole shakeup of DC going on right now, but I'm really excited for it. It's easily my most favorite, or my most anticipated DC movie coming out of the year. It just looks absolutely awesome, and again, too, I'm just pumped that my boy is finally gonna get some love. John Wick Chapter 4. So these movies just keep getting more and more crazy and awesome. The fights just keep getting dialed up to well, the 10 to 11 to 12. They just keep getting better and better and better. I love that Donnie Yen is going to be like one of the main villains within this movie. I love Donnie Yen so much. And I'm so happy that his talents are going to come to the fights, of course, of this movie. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be I'm sorry to say my most favorite of the movie, but it's easily my most anticipated fight within that movie. Bill Skarsgård seems like a really, really cool villain, and again, too, they just keep building up the lore of this John Wick universe in ways that are really, really cool. So very excited to see this one, and can't wait for the super awesome, crazy, over the top, but amazingly filmed fight scenes. I love the first 2 Creed movies. The first one is still my favorites. I just really like the grounded story within it. And of course, there are a little few things that get me a little nervous about this movie. Of course, I feel for Sylvester Stallone in a few ways when it comes to his character of Rocky, but yeah, Michael B. Jordan is amazing in these movies, and Jonathan Majors is having a great career for himself lately, but he looks absolutely menacing within this movie. And I really like, and I feel like I'm really gonna like the just very personal story that this is telling for Adonis's character. And I feel like it's gonna be a great personal story. Just so much that he has to still grow from and learn where he came from. Again, too, this is just gonna peel back his vulnerability in a lot of ways. So I'm very, very excited for it. I'm certain it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, the first 2 Creed movies have been absolutely great, so I'm expecting the same thing coming out of this one. So Rogue Nation was my favorite Mission Impossible movie thus far that has come out, and everything that I've seen about this one in the first trailer that we got back in, I think it was like June or July, it looked absolutely crazy and amazing. And the Mission Impossible movies just have all been so good for the times, and even too, I feel like they've aged really, really well for the most parts. It just keeps growing and getting better and better and better with most every entry, I think. And there's the stunts that Tom Cruise can still pull off, and bringing in the talents of Haley Atwell is something I'm really, really excited for. These movies have just been absolutely incredible, and I get excited for them when they come out. It's basically every like 4 or 5 years later. So can't wait to see more from the Mission Impossible series. Of course, this is part one of a two-part series or arc that's going to be telling. So lots of things that they need to set up, and I can't wait to see what they build to what might be the last Mission Impossible movie. So from the most recent trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 looks very emotional, and of course it's ending their story in a lot of ways, or a lot of the character story in a lot of ways. There's so many things that they need to answer, and so many things coming together that I can't wait to see. Of course, just Rocket's story looks like it's going to hit hard in a lot of ways, but again, too, the growth coming from Peter having to reach out and find Gamora, but also find himself within her loss is something that's going to be really, really great. So of course, this is setting up Adam Warlock, who's one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. I can't wait to, again, just finally see him come into the MCU and just see the growth that he's going to be able to have. He's big, he's awesome. So of course, them setting that up builds up a lot of hype around this movie, but it just looks like it's going to be a movie that just kind of breaks and again to just really starts to connect the Marvel universe together in a lot of ways, which Phase 4 wasn't able to do. But I really feel like, again, watching this trailer, this is going to be something really big for the MCU moving forward. Of course, the High Evolutionary looks absolutely terrifying. I love that actor's portrayal in Peacemaker, so I can't wait to see what he brings to the table. There's that, I believe it was at a Comic Con, he came out and was speaking in character, and he's just so menacing and disgusting within his ideologies and just very disturbing. So I can't wait to see that performance brought to the screen. This one just looks awesome. So Quantumania, man, all the trailers that I've seen about this one, and then recent news that the director Peyton Reed didn't want to do this if he wasn't able to make it almost like an Avengers like movie. Gets me very, very excited. And as I was just saying, a big step forward for the MCU after Phase 4. He didn't want anything half baked or just feeling really sparse from, again, to just not feeling connected to the traditional Marvel storytelling style. I just can't wait for them to build up Kang the Conqueror, one of my favorite Marvel villains of all time. He looks absolutely crazy and terrifying. And again, too, Jonathan Major is having a hell of a year, hell of a career so far. Can't wait to see the talents that he's able to bring to, again, to like Warrior Kang, I think they were calling him. But this is going to be a ruthless version of him that, again, too, I just can't wait to see on the screen. There's so much that they can do with his character, and I can't wait to see how they build up Kang within this one. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome, and I'm very, very excited for it. Christopher Nolan's latest, just to hearing all the news about trying to go as CGI-less as possible, and of course, just the pure talent coming into this movie from Cillian Murphy, Florence Pugh, Robert Downey Jr. Just the list goes on and on and on and on with this movie. And again, to just the story of Oppenheimer himself is something that's going to, well, I mean, has to be witnessed on the big screen for certain. This is going to be a very tense movie, a very hard movie, in a lot of ways. Just again to just knowing what the atom bombs did, but it just looks like an amazingly filmed portrayal. Christopher Nolan's kind of going back to that style where he switches between black and white and color film. So it just looks so cool in a lot of ways, and I can't wait to see how this movie is paced here. The music of it, just again, all those amazing things that you find with the Christopher Nolan's movies. I just feel like this is going to be an amazing movie. Like, there's no way that it can be bad. And again, too, even just from the trailers, it looks so dang tense, and I can't wait to feel that when I'm in the theater watching this. I love the first one, part one. I don't care what anyone says. It was easily one of my favorite movies of that year. There's just so much special things that the first Dune movie did for me. And again, to just building off of that world and building to, again, the ginormous war between the Fremen and the Harkonnens is going to be absolutely amazing to see. Again, to just the whole, with like modern day technology, it's going to look absolutely amazing that Dene is going to be able to produce. And just to, I just feel like he's going to have a really, really great way to tell that anti-white savior story in a lot of ways that's going to come out of this movie. It's just, I can't wait for it. Visually, sound design wise, and just the true scale of what Dune 2 is going to bring into theaters next year is going to be absolutely incredible. I can't see it. The first one was just absolutely flawless, and to me, I thought it was so true to the books and so great in so many ways. So I can't, again, to just wait to see how they build upon it. Again, to the staff, the cast is just so stacked, and just gets me so excited for the talents that they're going to bring into it. Again, to Florence Pugh is going to have quite a big year for herself here, from being in Oppenheimer and now Doom 2. So yeah, can't wait to see her, and can't wait to see everyone else bring their talents to this, to the sequel. It's been a long, long time for this one. There's been news about, again, too, in the past, them rebranding or just rebooting Indiana Jones series with like Chris Pratt or a bunch of other actors. But I'm glad that they are not doing that, and they're doing another Indiana Jones movie. The cast, again, too, is something absolutely amazing, from Matt Mikkelsen to, well, just you name any actor. And this, I'm excited for the portrayal of it. And yeah, I just can't wait to see, again, too, them build off. And I haven't said if they're going to end the story of Indiana Jones, but just The first trailer for this was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see again too just all the history and lore around the objects and Indy's journey within this one. It looks like too they're going to make him a lot more vulnerable within this story by having again too just family this time around to protect. That was one of my favorite parts about the third movie with him and his dad, and I feel like they can do a lot of great things with this one. And yeah, that's a new Indiana Jones movie is always going to get me excited, but this one truly looks just mangled. Bless him. He really knows how to work a script, and yeah, I cannot wait to see this one in theaters. It's been a long time coming. I'm so excited for it, and yeah, I just can't wait to witness it. So my honorable mentions, these are ones that, again, too, I am excited for, and two of them are DC movies. One of them is Shazam 2. I am a little nervous about it. It looks a little goofy in a lot of ways, but again, that's just kind of the character. We'll see moving forward how they're going to use his character within it, but mostly the villains in this, and again to Lucy Liu, and it's just I can't wait for the portrayals of the villains within this. I feel like it's gonna be really, really cool and something too that helps build the lore of Shazam, if it's even gonna matter at the end of the day when the DC reboots kind of gets again to all finalized. But nevertheless, I am excited for it. I think it looks really, really cool. And then minus Ezra Miller, of course, I am very excited for the Flash just because of so many amazing things that they've been talking about within this movie. Of course, too, seeing Michael Keaton return to the role. Who this has been Affleck's last time playing the character of Batman, and just again to the overall story, it looks really, really cool. Supergirl's appearance looks absolutely awesome, and yeah, there's just so much coming into this movie that I feel is going to be absolutely great. They've been working on it for so long, and I'm just really excited for a solo Flash movie. Y'all know how much I love Flash, so I feel like this is going to be an absolutely great film. Hopefully, very, very heartfelt. I love the director within it too, and if they can do like the Flashpoint paradox really, really well, that's something that gets me very, very excited because I love that comic. So it should be very awesome. And then my last one is Beau is Afraid. So this stars Joaquin Phoenix and is Ari Aster's newest film. I know he is stepping away from the horror genre, but he did describe this as like a 4 hour long like terrifying comedy in sort of way. So I can't wait to see what that is. Can't wait to see trailers for this. But I love Ari Aster. I trust him. His first two movies I think were absolutely great, being Hereditary and Midsummer. So to see him kind of branch out and see what else he can do outside of kind of that horror genre, can't wait to see what he does. So, and again, too, having Joaquin Phoenix as your lead, you have something special on your hands if he's taking on the project. So, should be very, very great, and I'm very, very excited for it. So Indiana Jones was actually my number one until the new trailer for this came out about a week ago. Because holy shit, it looks absolutely amazing. Again, too, just continuing Miles has been getting so much more attention in the video games, the comics, and now the movies here, and just continuing his journey is something that's gonna be so, so great. I love that conversation that he had with his mother within the trailer that just came out a week ago for this. It's something that really, really grounds his character in a lot of ways and just adds the personal stakes so much higher. And again, too, it's just you almost feel like you're watching your own kid grow up when it comes to these movies, especially when it comes to the character of Miles. And yeah, a lot of the Spider-Man that they have in this. I mean, Bombastic Bagman being in it is something that enough to get me excited. But Oscar Isaac's portrayal of Spider-Man 2099 looks terrifying. They turned Miguel into an absolute beast. He looks like a demon, really, in a lot of ways. And yeah, just all the different graphical designs that they said that they're going, or animation styles that they're going to put in within this is going to be so cool as they bounce between universe to universe to universe. And just again, too, how that shapes the storytelling and how it's just not there for gimmicky, flashy things, kind of like how it was in Doctor Strange. It's actually going to have effect on the characters and the world. I'm very, very excited for it. It feels like a multiverse story done very, very well. I hope they get into, and they must, into the ways of telling spider totems, and again, to this being part one of part two. Can't wait to see the setup and then just again to the whole build up for what is going to come within the rest of this franchise, and of course part two of Across the Spider-Verse. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for this one. My most anticipated video game was Spider-Man 2, and our most anticipated movie is Across the Spider-Verse. So Spider-Man fans, we're eating good in 2023. But please in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of my list. Of course, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know what your most anticipated movies of the year are. I can't wait to see what you all put down there. Of course, if you like what you see here, definitely check out or click the little bell so you know when I upload a video. Subscribe. Thank you for doing that in advance. And of course, if you want to check out the description of this video on my channel bio, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely check out that amazing community, join it, help make it even more amazing than it is already. And yeah, just awesome, guys.
Sky blue eyes, I see a world behind them. No more time, sinking into the silence, reaching out for something